Today is February 11th, 2021, and I am happy to be back on a real trail. I'm starting my day at the Clearwater Trailhead, which is at the entrance of the Ocala National Forest in the state of Florida. But I'm actually hiking southbound towards the Seminole Forest State Park. My plan is to attempt hiking 50 miles today as part of the Kennedy 50-mile walk, which is an annual event that takes place in the state of Maryland during the month of February. And this year, due to the pandemic, they are not holding the event in Maryland, so hikers are being able to attempt their 50-mile walk anywhere. And since I live in Florida, I chose to do this on the Florida Trail. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm hiking southbound. I started at the Clearwater Trailhead, and I'm gonna try to hike 50 miles. So we'll see. It's a beautiful day. It's actually quite warm, and later on in the day the temperature will probably be in the lower 80s. So it's even though we're in the month of February, it's quite warm here in Florida, and very different to temperatures in the Northeast. I remember last year when I walked the 50-mile Kennedy walk in Maryland, it was very cold. So it's very different to be here doing this attempt in the state of Florida. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to make an official announcement that I'll be attempting a Thru-Hike on the Pacific Crest Trail this year. I was able to get my permit. I'm very excited about it, so I'm looking forward to being on the PCT this year. My plan is to start my Thru-Hike in early May. So this hike today is also the beginning of my preparation for my Thru-Hike of the PCT later on this year. I've been hiking now for a little bit over 3 hours, and I'm glad that the Florida Trail is flat. It's been a little bit over 4 months that I finished my Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike. I haven't been doing much hiking since I finished the Thru-Hike, so I'm kind of struggling here today. I have certainly lost my trail legs, and so I've hiked so far a little bit over 10 miles. It's going to be a long day. I'm sure, you know, it's going to go, if I am able to do the whole 50 miles, I'm going to go deep into the night. Anyway, so yes, I am going to try to get back in shape. I want to start the PCT feeling strong. I'm gonna do a northbound Thru-Hike of the PCT, so I'm gonna start at the border of California and Mexico. So the first 500 miles will be hiking in the desert. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna start in early May, so I think the Florida Trail is gonna be a good place to get in shape. It's a hot day today. It's not noon yet, and I'm sure the temperature is already in the lower 80s, so it's a hot day. I'm reaching the Black Creek Bridge now. I've been hiking for 5 hours, and I've hiked 16 miles so far, so I'm doing an average of a little bit over 3 miles per hour. This is a beautiful section of the trail. It's the Black Creek, and in this Seminole Forest State Park in Central Florida. It's a wonderful section to be hiking on. So I'm actually gonna stop now. It's gonna be the first stop I'll take for having a small snack. Basically, I haven't stopped except to take some pictures. So yeah, I'm much slower than last year when I hiked the 50-mile Kennedy Walk. By the way, I'm gonna post below a link for the video that I shot last year, so if you haven't seen it yet, please watch the video from last year's Kennedy 50-mile walk. It's organized by FreeWalkers.org. It's a great organization. They are wonderful people. So if you live in the metropolitan area of Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, I recommend that you become a member of this association. They organize daily walks in the metropolitan area of this city. So besides organizing the Kennedy 50-mile walk, which once again takes place every year. In a hot day like today, it's always good to have a second pair of socks. I usually sweat a lot in my feet, so I like to have a second pair so I can, when I stop during the day, I can change socks, so I have dry ones now. Yes, I haven't been hiking for a while, so I gained some weight, and I feel that I'm hiking much slower, but also it's a very hot day, so that doesn't help. It's not easy to hike in the heat. I am now leaving the Seminole Forest State Park. This is a beautiful section of the Florida Trail. For anyone living in this area, this is a beautiful place to come for day hikes. So I'm now gonna enter a more urban section of the Florida Trail. So let's see how this is going to be like. I reached half of the way, so I had a quick snack and I'm back on the trail. It's really hot. The temperature is 82 Fahrenheit. It's 4 in the afternoon. I am looking forward to sundown. I really hope it cools down so I can start hiking a little bit faster. The heat is really overwhelming, but it's gonna be a good practice for the PCT. I'm gonna start in early May, and the first 500 miles will be in the desert, so it's gonna be hot and dry. It is hot here in Florida, but it's a bit humid, and but it's a good practice for my Thru-Hike later on this year. It is 6 p.m. I've been walking for almost 10 hours now. I'm almost reaching the 30-mile mark. I feel strong. The sun went down, so it's much cooler now. It feels much better to hike. So I'm gonna keep pushing forward. It is 9 p.m. I made it to the 40-mile mark. It started to rain. Also, the batteries for my headlamp went down, so I decided to stop here. I live about 2 miles from here, so I'm gonna walk home, and tomorrow I come back here and I'll continue the trail to finish the 50-mile Kennedy walk.